Hey guys, so I thought I'd do another video after quite a while because we've got a rather cool and fun tournament going on currently, the common and rare skill one. So you can only use dinosaurs that are either common or rare, and but you can also use rare hybrids. So um, pretty cool. All dinos are immediately set to level 26, so you don't need to boost anything, like you don't need to level anything. You can just go in there with the dinos that you have in your collection, and here you can see the team I've been using so far. It's been really, really successful for me. A friend of mine actually built a team really similar to this, except he uses Postasuchus over Miragaya, and that's a completely valid option as well. I just really like the outplay potential that Miragaya gives. So anyway, like the team is pretty bulky. Like it's not a hyper offensive team. I don't like really fast and frail dinos all that much, since they can very easily get one-shotted by Draco Rex Gen 2. And so yeah, let's get onto the team. Like I've got Iniasuchus, which has got a really nice buff, this patch with Decelerating Strike, which means it's really similar to Sinoceratops now, except probably better, since it misses out on the instant charge, but you've got the Ferocious Strike to power up all your other moves as well. And thanks to being able to slow things down, it can now counter things like raptors and anything else that's faster than it if it can two-shot it with Decel Strike and either your Stunning Impact or Ferocious Strike. It and Sucutator are my favorite leads to use, since Sucutator with Bleed can really open up holes early game in opposing teams. It's the awesome combo with instant distraction as well, which lets it stall out another Bleed turn. Scaphognathicus is another fantastic dino, or pterosaur, whatever. If you swap it in, it's actually one of the best non-hybrids in the game, I think. Like, you can swap it in, get your swapping wound going, regen, then get back out of there with swoop, and just like chip away at the opponent. And this kind of bleed strategy is really, really useful on a team that consists of like bulky dinos like Sucutator, Giraffe Titan, and while Miragaya and Scaff aren't actually all that bulky stat-wise, regeneration makes them a lot more resilient than they might appear at first. I've got T-Rex Gen 2, which is just a fantastic, probably the best chomper in this format. It's got really high damage output, 1.8k base, it's got the Rampage, it's got the turn 1 Defense Shattering Impact, and in addition to that, it can benefit from Miragaya's Decelerating Shielding Strike. So like if Miragaya throws one of those out before it dies, slows the opponent, then T-Rex can come in, outspeed the opponent with his impact, and then have a Rampage up for the next one. And it's in a similar situation to Giraffe Titan. Giraffe Titan is a fantastic tank, really underrated, I think. Well, like in this format, not in the actual arena, because it's got the Rampage, it's got huge HP, it's got armor, it's got more damage than Brachiosaurus actually. It can two-shot Dracoceratops, since it outputs over 3,000 damage in over 2 turns. And again, like it can slow things down with Bellow, should that need arise for the next dino to outspeed the opponent, generally T-Rex Gen 2. And of course, we've got one of another fantastic non-hybrid in Erlico Gen 2. Just a general all-around endgame cleaner, but can also be used early game thanks to debilitating distraction, which makes it a lot more bulky, but a lot bulkier than it actually looks stat-wise. And you can speed up with to become the fastest thing on the field with minimal speed up strike, and you've got that amazing turn 1 Rampage if you need to quickly finish something off as well. And Draco Rex Gen 2 goes without saying, it's probably the most useful dino in this format. Like, I think no team is really complete without this guy. Being able to swap in and deal 2,400 damage upon switch in is insane. Unlike Dracoceratops, it's best to use this guy only late game and not early game, since once it swaps in, you're almost guaranteed to have it die, since it's pinned in for 2 turns, can't regenerate, so it can't get out there again. But if you use it wisely, it will win you a massive amount of games. So yeah, it's basically a really solid team. No huge glaring weaknesses, I think. It's based around a lot of passive damage with like counter, bleed, and swap-in abilities that can slow the opponent, that can bleed the opponent. Like Miragaya's counter for like a sneaky swap-in and stuff. And then like late game cleanups with either T-Rex or the Orlico. Since T-Rex shines best late game, I find, where it can't be revenge killed. Like if you're already up with 2 kills, T-Rex can come in, and then probably 1v1 almost any dino due to its huge damage output, and then it can, well, since you're killing the last dino needed, it won't be able to be revenge killed due to it being so slow. And yeah, as I said before, it really benefits from the slowing moves on my team. So without further ado, let's get into it. I want to do a couple of battles here, just to see. Oh, I already got one. That's brilliant. But this team has been really good for me. I've only had 1 loss right at the beginning, and ever since then it's just been a steady climb upwards. So let's see if I can narrate and commentate on my strategy while playing, which is a weakness of mine. Okay, so Sucutator is definitely one of the better leads. Can just bust open teams. Oh, facing the mirror match. Okay, so here's what I like to do in this case. Lethal wound, obviously. They win the speed tie, which isn't important. Okay. And now what I like to do is preserve my Sucutator. I'm going to swap in Scaphignathus to get the bleed. They might be doing something similar, but then at least I've already got my opponent bleeding. Yeah, I don't think he swaps since it took a while. Yep, okay, it's going to go down to this. And then... Okay, he didn't use superiority, which is a shame, but... Oh, he got the crit as well. But that's okay, I can regen, and then most likely swoop out again, depending on what they bring out. Since the bleed stacks together, the damage over time, yeah. Quite useful. Okay, Diplotator. Alright, so I am faster than this thing, which means that I can regenerate, first of all, because this guy's very useful, I want to keep him around. And then I can get out of there with swoop. Diplotator is going to hurt though. It's it's a glass cannon. It can definitely do a lot of damage, but it's not the fastest thing around. For example, it's outsped by this. That didn't manage to kill me, and I am faster, and I'm able to take it out with this Rampage. And if they choose to swap in something like a Draco Rex Gen 2, well, to take off 135 HP, well, I count that as a win. Yeah. Pretty useful. Pretty good start so far, if I do say so. I'm probably going to swap Scaphignathus in on whatever comes out next, since I want to preserve Ehrlich, since it's the fast dino on my team. It's 129 speed, yeah. Okay, yeah, so Perlith. I actually don't want to swap in Scaphignathus now. I'd rather get the debility distraction out on this guy, so that his rending counter does almost nothing. Alright, he's got long protection, that's perfect. That way I can set up my T-Rex. This is gonna, like, you're just gonna break that shield immediately. Yeah. Pretty convincing. See, that's you want to use T-Rex late game if possible, since it really does well late game when it can't be revenge killed. Okay, so that was a good start to the video, I'd say. And oh, okay, it looked like it froze for a second. Okay, rank 67. Let's see how far we can get. Yeah, yeah, okay, I don't need to cut anything if the wait times are this small. There we go. Okay, Eneasuchus, okay, finish late game with either T-Rex or Draco. Giraffe Titan can slow things down for T-Rex, which is nice. Eneasuchus is my lead of choice. Okay, we're facing a Perlith. Okay. So, since we outspeed already, we definitely want to go Ferocious Strike to get as much damage off as possible. They should go Long Protection. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Fair enough. They'll probably regenerate now, but that's not going to do much for them. Unless they now like bring out a Draco or something, but yeah. It went priority, so it's going to get stunned. So like the stun is going to last 2 turns almost. Oh, I got a crit as well. Oh, okay, he didn't even get stunned, never mind. That's a shame. But yeah, that's a dead Purlis, for sure. Unless they swap now. That would be great if they swapped, since... okay, never mind. But yeah, got rid of an irritating... I know that was very irritating for my Jurassic Titan here. This is the reason I don't use Raptors. Look, 2,400 HP. Swap this guy in. Dead in 1 hit. This is why I think Raptors are a huge liability in this format, honestly. There's also too many bulky things running around with Superiority Strike that can just deal with them. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Okay, Miragaya is extremely vulnerable to my T-Rex. Again, late game, T-Rex, shielded opponent, nothing they're going to be able to do. Right, yeah, just let Draco die now. That's perfectly fine. Right, T-Rex is, Miragaya is now forced to regenerate her swap, both of which are very nice situations for myself, since I won't be taking it, since it can't attack, because if it attacks it loses automatically. This could go down to a crit. No, okay. Alright, see, 1350, it can't kill me, it's forced to swap, otherwise my opponent loses. And if they swap, they're forced to swap into an armor-piercing rampage. Yeah, okay. Decided to stay in. Fair enough. Yeah, T-Rex is just insane. Okay. Why is it taking so long to load? Okay, right, let's do one more battle. Let's do one more. Hopefully we get a match quickly. Oh, we do. Brilliant. What do we have? Okay, Enio and 3 non-hybrids. Okay, good. 2 great late game cleaners in T-Rex and Erlich. Alright, so here we go. Just going to do Ferocious Strike turn 1. This is going to hurt. Miragai's going to deal a lot of damage to me. Especially irritating since I'm now slowed as well. Maybe it would have been better to go for the D-cell, but if they don't regenerate, they die. Since Iniasuchus is a real bruiser. Okay, so they decide to go down, but I am now complete setup bait for another dino, which isn't really an ideal position, despite being 1-up. So I don't like that. Okay, here we go. This is nasty. Don't want to be set up on by another Iniasuchus. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to sack this, unfortunately. This is not a nice situation to be in for staring down this guy with these dinos. I don't know whether I should. I think I'm going to Rampage. I just want to get the damage off. I'm probably going to lose this match. I didn't draw a hand that's really adept at taking out this Iniasuchus. Oh my god, I didn't get stunned. That is fantastic. That is really, really good. Although it's not like Iniasuchus doesn't outspeed the rest of my dinos anyway. I just realized. But, at the very least, its Ferocious is now worn off, I think. Yeah, its Ferocious just wore off, which means T-Rex can come in, pick up a kill, not take a lot of damage. Alright, okay. Pretty nice. Oof, giant crit, okay. What I want to do is, because he's going to lethal wound, without a doubt, I'm going to go to Miragaya, take it out with the counter, and then regenerate. To clear the damage I take, and the wound. But it's very, very possible that they bring in something that just now completely demolishes me. Like this. How much do I heal? 2,440. Yeah, that still kills me, so I'm forced to go to T-Rex. Hoping that they choke, but I'm not going to win this one. Yeah, this one can't be won. Well played by my opponent, for sure. I just didn't have the right team to deal with this one. But that's always going to be the case in tournaments like this. So my second loss with this team now. You can tell I'm getting near the top. Yeah. I might do one more. Yeah, I might do one more. Rank 61. Yeah, I would like to end on a win, to be honest. Don't know how I could have played that differently, to be honest. Maybe if I had used debilitating distract. I don't know. I got bailed out by not being stunned by the Inyasukas. But if I had been stunned, I would have lost even more convincingly. Okay, so we've got Giraffatitan and T-Rex again, which is a real nice combo for late game. Open the enemy's team up with Sukitator. Perlith is now forced to. This is not a good matchup for Perlith. He's going to be forced to. Ooh, especially with that crit. That's real nice. All right, so I can now. He's definitely going to regenerate now. However, I can also strip him of his boost, of his Ferocious Strike with Nullifying Impact, which is really quite handy. Okay, I'm now going to instant distract. Actually, no, this was an interesting matchup. Actually, Perlith is more suited to it than I thought. I want to burn a turn for my lethal wound to come back again. That's why I did that. Yeah, so I'm going to probably go down, but I'll be taking the Perlith with me. How many cooldowns, turns of cooldown for regeneration? Okay, that's fine. Then I can bring in my Erliko and just make sure I'm faster than anything else. Okay. This is a rather nice situation to be in, since Erliko now can't be outsped. Postosuchus. Okay. Postosuchus would kill me if I didn't have debilitating distraction. Unless he crits. Okay. Nice. So now he's 25% distracted and in range of my rampage. Unless a DC. Yeah, of course the DC comes out now. Fair enough. Okay, but I have Giraffatitan. And I'm using Giraffatitan since it outspeeds Dracorex and has more bulk than T-Rex, and still two-shots it. Okay, that crit didn't really matter at all, to be honest. I'm gonna now do Superiority Strike. Oh, that was silly of me. I forgot that. Wait, why did that thing outspeed me? Doesn't it have a 107 speed? And it's a lower rarity. Maybe it has 108? Does it have 108? Oh god. Yeah, so I'm gonna slow this. Now. I'm gonna slow this now. Take the Ferocious Impact. And then benefit from it being slowed. Switch to my T-Rex on this strike. And then finish it off. Which is a really handy strategy. Ah, that was a nasty crit. That means that if they swaps into something that can take this and KO me, it would be really nasty. Please don't stun me. Damn it. Okay, it can't kill me, but I think I lose this because of that crit. That was really annoying. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna swap to Giraffe Titan. I'm gonna have to hope that I don't get stunned by the Greater Stunning Impact now. But it probably still kills me actually. Wait, strike and run? He choked. He choked. I can kill it with I can kill this thing with Rampage now. Oh wait, no. Can he swap to does Postosuchus have the health to survive my Rampage? Ah, he does, doesn't he? I should have used Superiority Strike. Oh no, I got the crit. Thanks to that beautiful 20% crit chance. Okay. Well, that's definitely a good way to end the video. Okay. We finish at rank... I actually didn't see what rank that was. Rank 43, top 50, okay.